Update from the truffiere. Hi everyone. Well, this is an update, but not about fresh truffle. Today we're going to be reviewing truffles in a jar. Did you know that 60% of truffle sales worldwide are of truffles that are preserved? Truffles that are either in jars or in cans. They're big in Europe. In Australia, we don't tend to use them a lot. Some gourmet places may have them. Certainly ALDI does have them in summer. And I've always walked past them. Of course, why would you use truffles that are not fresh? But this year I thought I'd challenge myself. So we're going to do a review of these. We're going to open the jar and we're going to get a bit of information about, if you want to use them, how to use them. We're going to cook a dish and we're going to review what they're like in the dish and whether they're worth spending your money. Here we go. So this is the jar that the truffles come in at ALDI. 25 grams. If these were fresh truffles, you'd be spending around about $50 to $60. These are $6. I guess you've got to ask, wow, how good can they be if they're only $6? Well, that's a good question. Before I open them, just a little bit of history. What happens with these is that they're boiled and they're then placed in a jar with some brine. This is brine, sometimes it's in oil. And that brine is usually double boiled. So they'll boil two batches so that it takes the flavour of two sets of truffles. With this, I'm guessing you're not getting much aroma. I've looked at some of the reviews and a lot of people are really unsatisfied with the product and the result. But is it always necessarily going to have to be the case? The beauty about having truffles in a jar like this, if you don't want to spend, or you don't have available fresh truffle. In Australia, we've got fresh truffle, even, well, so-called fresh truffle from Europe at the moment. It's the white Alba and you're getting the black winter. And there's also some Estivum, the summer truffle, that are coming from some farms in Victoria that I'm aware of as well. So we've got lots of fresh truffle around, but would you use these? How would you use these? It's $6. How can you go wrong? So these are ALDI truffles. They say they're the burgundy truffle, but the burgundy truffle is not the Estivum. So it says the burgundy Estivum truffle, which is the summer truffle. And it's a little bit of a mix-up because it can't be both. The burgundy truffle is actually a variety, which is called the Uchinatum. I think that's right, which is a variety of the summer truffle. The burgundy truffle occurs across the top of Europe and the UK, whereas the Estivum is located or is found a little bit elsewhere, and that's the difference. Micrologically, or the morphology of them are very, very similar. They thought they were two different varieties, but they're not. So one is an offshoot of the other. But when you look at the labelling, I think ALDI need to get it right, because if it's a burgundy, then it's a different one to the Estivum. Just a little bit of nitpicking there. Okay, so they're two truffles in brine, most probably a double boiled brine. I'm guessing you're not going to get much aroma if it's been boiled, because the volatiles in truffles go with heat. But let's have a look and see. I'm going to open them. I haven't opened these yet. They're still sealed. Here we go. Is there going to be any aroma? A little bit. That's surprising. There you go. Okay, I'm sealing them very, very quickly because I don't want any of it to leave the jar. So that's not too bad. Well, I'm surprised. There is a little bit of aroma that's not strong, but that's not too bad. I'm surprised. There you go. So let's get to the actual tasting of them. The dish that I'm going to prepare, you can't shave these. These have been boiled, so they're a bit mushy, I'm guessing. I'll have a look. Let's have a look. Oh. They are mushy. Surprisingly, there's a bit of aroma about them. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't think there was going to be. It's actually the truffle. There you go. Isn't that interesting? I'm surprised. There you go. A lot of the reviews say there's no flavour in them. But that's actually not too bad. I genuinely am surprised. Okay, so what we'll do, the best way, if from my research, is that you can't scrape them onto things. There's not actually a lot of volatiles in there. Must be some, but mushing them up and mixing them into a dish. I'm going to do a dish, a version of aglio and olio with pasta, which is garlic and oil with pasta. Very, very simple dish, and we will mash these up. We're going to cut them up and we're going to put them in a mortar and pestle and just make a paste and put the paste into the oil and see if we can get the oil diffusing. There's a lot of competing flavours, but when I do it with fresh truffles, the Perigords that we've got here on the farm, it's very complex, it's very rich, it's glorious. So by the magic of video, what I'm going to do is go away now and prepare that dish, and we'll come back and review it. And here we are. We've prepared our pasta dish. We create the olio and the garlic mix. We light fried. We included some anchovies and we included some chili flakes with the truffle. We cut it up first and then we popped it as much as we could. So we ground it into a paste as much as we could. Adding the truffle last, hoping that we would be able to not make the volatiles go. So we tried to preserve the volatiles. We put those in at the end and cut the flame. Light fry. It should be a light flavour. The garlic will definitely come through. The chili flakes, we put chili flakes in as well, will come through. But here we go. So I'm going to take a bite. And I'll spare you the chewing, and we'll come back. Well, garlic's definitely there. The chili's definitely there. Look, there are no volatiles. So you'd normally in a truffle dish, you'd be expecting a whole heap of, you would have shaved it on top, and you would have got that experience, and that then flows through to what you would put in your mouth. So there's nothing there. Fascinating. There you go. In spite of what came out of the jar, in terms of volatiles, there's nothing there. The other part of truffles is the umami, and the umami comes from the flesh and what's in the flesh. That might be happening, so it might be augmenting the flavour. Probably a little bit. So as a aglio and olio dish, that's quite nice. It's light. It's beautiful. I don't mind it, an aglio and olio dish. So yeah, look, probably not the experience. Probably $6 worth of experience. But hey, give it a go. See what you think. I'd be interested in your experience. So let us know if you do actually use these truffles and how you prepared them. Maybe you got something a little bit better than me out of them. If so, let us know. Put some comments in the thread and let us know what you think. Hope you liked the video, guys. Take care. Truffle season is 6 months away still. Take care. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.